An abysmal score of 27 points in Game Week 8 has seen a big red arrow down to 7,000. There were no clean sheets at the back, but Mark Flecken made 9 saves to win a respectable 4 points in defeat to Man United. Pedro Porro showed flashes of potential in Tottenham's 4-1 win over West Ham, taking a game week high 4 shots among defenders, which bodes well going forwards. Spurs gave up just 0.92 expected goals, with only Bournemouth restricting their opponents to fewer in Game Week 8. Bukayo Saka failed to recover from his minor hamstring injury, but Morgan Rogers stepped in from the bench with the squad's only attacking contribution. Later missing a big chance, the Aston Villa midfielder produced a team-leading 0.65 expected goals total from 3 shots. Cole Palmer took a match-leading 4 shots in Chelsea's defeat to Liverpool, while only Salah and Curtis Jones could equal his 2 big chance involvements. All 3 forwards were kept unusually quiet, as Erling Haaland extended his goal drought to 3 matches. The Norwegian failed to attempt a single shot for the first time this season. And Solanke remained on the fringes for a second consecutive game, restricted to just 1 shot as Spurs ran riot against West Ham. So we move on to the transfer plans for Game Week 9. I've got 1 free transfer available, and Fantasy Football Hub's AI recommends banking it. Alternatively, should Bukayo Saka remain a significant doubt, the algorithm suggests selling him to Son Heung-min, who announced his return from injury in style with a well-taken goal against the Hammers. You can get personalised AI transfers for your FPL team via the link in the description. I'll give that move some serious thought. With Haaland going through a dry spell, I'm wondering if Son could rival him for captaincy in Game Weeks 10 and 11, where Spurs host Aston Villa and Ipswich while Man City travel to Bournemouth and Brighton. But if I were to save my transfer, I might find a way to upgrade Saka to Salah with 2 transfers in Game Week 10, ahead of back-to-back home matches for the Egyptian. I'm expecting Ezri Konsa to come back into the 11 after being named on the bench last game week, but if there are any doubts over him, an early swap to Rayan Ait-Nouri could be on the cards. With all that said, my plan is to save the free transfer, and here's how the team is set to line up. Still without a clean sheet this season, Mark Flecken faces an Ipswich side with 2 defeats on the bounce. They've generated a league-low 6.3 expected goals this season, while only Crystal Palace have scored fewer goals. Spurs look an improved defensive outfit this season. Only Liverpool have conceded fewer expected goals so far. Crystal Palace have scored a league-low 5 goals, failing to find the net in 3 of their last 4 matches. In the last 6 game weeks, only Nottingham Forest and Fulham have given up fewer big chances than Aston Villa. Finishing has been a problem for Bournemouth on the road this season. They've scored just 4 away goals, despite fashioning 15 big chances. Anthony Robinson faces an improving Everton side, undefeated in the last 4 game weeks. But the Toffees have racked up just 4.3 expected goals in that time, with only Crystal Palace and Wolves faring worse. Bukayo Saka has the potential to be a difference maker against Liverpool if past fit. He's supplied assists in all 4 matches this season against teams that sit in the current top 7. Kevin Kelleher has kept just 2 clean sheets across his last 10 Premier League starts. In the last 4 game weeks, Cole Palmer has racked up a leading 7 big chances among midfielders. Only Saka has created more big chances than his 6. Newcastle have kept just 3 clean sheets on the road since the start of last season, in 23 matches. With 3 goals in the last 4 game weeks, Brian Mbeumo trails only Palmer among midfielders. He's amassed a team-leading 2.5 expected goal involvements from 10 shots and 6 key passes. Ipswich have conceded 9 goals in the same period, with only Southampton and Wolves allowing more. Patience in Emile Smith-Rowe is wearing thin after 3 successive blanks. Everton have kept back-to-back clean sheets but rank 11th for expected goals conceded in that time. Only Ipswich, Southampton and Wolves have shipped more goals this season. With 4 goal contributions in the last 4 game weeks, Morgan Rogers has averaged 6.5 points per game. He's accrued a team-leading 1.9 expected goal involvements in that time, surpassing Ollie Watkins with 1.5. Bournemouth kept their first clean sheet of the season against 10-man Arsenal last game week. Dominic Solanke has taken just 1 shot in his last 2 matches combined, but he's recorded a leading 7 big chances among forwards in the last 4 game weeks, and no teammate can improve on his 2.99 expected goals. Crystal Palace have faced 13 big chances in their 4 home matches this season, an average of 3.3 per game. Despite his recent failures, Erling Haaland remains the go-to captaincy pick at home to Southampton. The Saints have conceded a league-high 16 goals in the last 6 game weeks, and also ranked bottom for expected goals conceded in that period. So I'm backing the Norwegian to return to the scoresheet. This team has a 92% rating via Fantasy Football Hub. You can get your team rated by AI for free via the link in the description. They're currently offering 30% off memberships and a 7-day free trial. Click the link in the description and sign up today. All the data included in this video is available on the Hub Opta Stats tool.